think about that whole narrative of why American men are saying they're no, because it outlines the details of why you think American men are saying they're not interested in American
Well,
women.
there's been a couple articles
Yeah.
because I was just reading earlier this one thing where they were talking about how some men, and this was like a different situation. Some men go to this chat room from international women, and a lot of times there's no discussion. It's just like a sexual thing. But a
Or
lot of
like a OnlyFan thing
it's like a
or
OnlyFans. It's like
webcam
a
model. Okay.
webcam situation where it's different women from different countries, and this happens all over the world. And a lot of times the conversations, I don't know if they um, listen to the conversations, but a lot of times the conversations go in and people are talking about American women are very masculine. They're not feminine enough. They're very. Let me read some of the
Look at my
ones.
face.
No,
Did you
I
see
get
my
it.
face?
Some of the ones that are here, let me read them to you because they said a whole American women are so entitled,
Oh,
right?
that points it out too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they think that the world belongs to them and they are full of airs. They don't respect me as a man. I need a woman, not competition. They always have an argument and an opinion about everything. There's never any peace in the house, and they have something to say about absolutely everything. They don't take care of themselves,
Ooh, not that
right?
one.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't take care of themselves as you girls do. That's what it says. I wish my wife looked like you.
Not your wife. So
Yes.
you were
Oh,
on.
he's married. He's married.
Oh
Okay, this one says,
no.
my ex-wife was all about her career. She never took care of me. So he wanted a mother.
No, men like to be taken care of.
Yeah, but yeah. Women in my country, they just don't know how to be feminine anymore.
In my country.
In my country. I love that you Eastern European girls are so family oriented and sweet, and you are so gorgeous. Um,
I'm feeling like these are a bunch of creepers.
I just think that
They
it says.
are in this webcam chat. You just
No,
out.
I think it says that you know what it says. It says the men want the woman to be a certain way, and the woman comply. So I think that a lot of times, I think that that's the issue that men want women to be a certain way,
Yeah.
and they expect they're not willing to compromise. They're not willing to have conversations. They just expect you to be that way. And
Then
if
you
you're
got
not
to
that
do it.
way, it's a problem. And they say, well, the women in such and such web chat, whatever
Yeah.
situation, it's like they're this way. And then it's like, so, I don't know.
I love how y'all downplay it like it's all geeky guys. There's probably guys that got themselves
No,
together
I'm
Nobody
who
says,
sure.
choose not to be with combative women.
No, no, no. That's not what I'm
nobody's,
saying. See, that when Lonnie was saying that, it brought my mind back to 90 Day Fiance because yeah,
oh,
everybody know that's my show.
yeah.
And every dude that's gotten with either a girl, and I'm not isolating these countries from the Philippines, from Eastern Europe, right? It's always the same specific looking type of dweeb that is getting that girl. But that's not what I'm saying. Like I can see both sides of the coin because I read the article, right? Like I don't like when it gets like I don't like when you come for American women or like, oh, they don't,
Yeah.
right? And then you're like, but you guys do. I feel like first of all, they do, yes, there's cultural parts of it, right? Where it's the cultural norm, but you also don't have a lot of choices. A lot of these women in these countries aren't coming from affluent, wealthy families. They're coming from situations that you marrying her and bringing her to the US, or
Mm-hmm.
even if you move there with your retirement package and live like a king, you're going to take her out of a situation that she'll be too happy. You see what I'm saying? To get out of.
But I don't necessarily agree. Like, I think that there are some women in other countries that that's what they're taught to do.
Yeah,
Like,
culturally.
yeah, culturally. So it's like, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we are taught that. I was kind of taught this too. Like, when you're married and you have a husband or whatever, you are supposed to cook,
Yeah.
bring the food to your husband,
Yeah.
and do all these things.
Do
And
that.
it's like, okay, but when you live, and I'll say this, an American lifestyle, things change a little bit, especially when you have to work,
Mm-hmm.
when both people in the household work.
Yeah.
When your husband is not making all this money and now it's like we both have to work. Whoever, you got home 3 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? I just got home. You expect me to cook?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's certain things that just come into play, but a lot of women in other countries, like, they don't necessarily work.
I could see a whole different argument, right? I could see an argument being more like this: the threshold for America has changed for what you could get for the dollar.
Right.
So, meaning that even people are outsourcing, people go to India, people go to other countries to outsource products because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Something equal or of equal value that you could get for $35. Let's just for somebody to do a graphic work for you
Mm-hmm.
in another country, it may cost you $2,000 to do it here.
Right.
So maybe is what Lonnie is saying. It's difficult for a woman who just finished working all day
Right.
to be all catering to you. But if Lonnie in that same situation, if this guy was making $900,000 a year, you have a maid, you have a cook, you have people that could help you. So the threshold is just so expensive and the entitlement is attached to it.
Right.
So it's like explaining to the graphic designer here, you can't charge me $2,000, bro. I'm getting it for $35.
See, I think here's the thing. In my opinion, I don't think it's so much. Yes, you're right. Here, the threshold in terms of the dollar, it's not what it used to be. We know single income household is it's a very outdated concept if you live here. But I think it's more of a attitude thing. And I think it becomes an attitude thing. That's when it becomes problematic. I don't think necessarily it's about the cooking. I think it's how you treat your partner. A man, in my opinion, will always want to be treated as a man.
Mm-hmm.
And when you treat a man like a man, that whole I am tired, oh babe, don't worry, we'll get takeout. Or babe, I'll start dinner. Do you see what I'm saying? I think that it's not a one point thing. If you treat someone as a whole a certain way, you end up building a partnership with this person, right? And there's no resentment. He doesn't feel like you don't treat him like a man. He feels like, okay, this is my wife. So if you're coming home and you're tired, as your man, I'm supposed to protect you and take care of you. So I got you because that's my role. In the same way, as a woman, if I see something's going on with you, it is my role to nurture and protect you. So I'll take care of you. So you learn to take care of each other. I may nurture you in my protection of you, and you might take care of me in your protection of me, but we're both doing the same thing for each other. But I think, like I see both sides of the coin. I think sometimes that maybe women are tired, then they might be angry. It might be something else, right? And then you speak to your man a certain way. You treat him a certain way. You have an energy about him a certain way. And he feels that. And it could go vice versa.
Marie, I think that you're putting a lot of it on, like, the woman treating them.
No,
But
that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
It's
a lot
vice
of time
versa.
there's a lot of resentment when it comes to, like, relationships where a man expects a woman to treat him a certain way,
Right.
but he's not. It's like, I don't remember who said this. I think it was Carrie Hilson, where she says that you have to act a certain way for me to be submissive to you. Right? I don't remember exactly what the quote was, right? So it's like, if you don't protect me,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
like, how am I? Yeah. So, okay.
Do you-
Yeah.
but
yeah.
that's exactly.
But no, I know you. I heard you said resentment, but to me, it's like a lot of time when the woman starts acting a certain way, it's because she's resentful of the husband. It's like when you're making money and we're good, we're making money, and you're using the money for the right things. I think that the woman is good. I like to cook. I never expect a man to cook. I don't know if it's because, except my dad, he'd be cooking all the time. But it's like, if you are spending the money in all the wrong things.
Right.
You going out to the bars, you going out to the strip club, and we don't have enough money at home. When I'm cooking and I'm like, fine, now I have
You're
to
gonna
get money
be
for
resentful.
I'm gonna be resentful and I'm gonna feel some
Absolutely.
type of way. And I'm gonna be like, I don't even have respect for you.
Agreed.
And then there comes a whole other things of problems. Now I talk to you
in a way.
in a
That's
way.
what I'm saying. See, that's the thing. It's like, first of all, because this article goes into it, you got to find somebody that suits you, right?
Yes.
That's part of the stuff that, like,